Hello, hello everyone. Welcome today on this Sunday, March 5th. We have a special presentation today of a new game here on Shitpost Sunday. It is Dragon Age Origins. I love this game. I love this series. And I just decided I wanted to. You're not seeing anything yet because I don't have it set up fully yet. Basically, this game hates alt tabbing, so I'm like trying to make it cooperate. I apologize. Um, which is also why we're running a bit late today. Um, it's just me. You get me, and that is it. This is all. Thank God for it. No, Neffy's out of town doing some fun stuff, having the fun times, and Sam is still on the butt shit of shifts. That's what I chose to call it right there. So yeah, you'll get Valkyria Chronicles will return someday, after these messages, blah blah blah. I'm gonna transition us over to here. We're gonna start doing this, and obviously it's not like complete. We're gonna start doing this for the show, where we're just gonna like put up kind of a little progress thing. Right now, I just have it in like a very rudimentary list. I don't even have all of Tooch's games on there. I don't even have all of Sam's Cybertron games on there, like the Transformers games. But that is what we're gonna have from now on. We're gonna do a little like, hey, this is where we're at, and this is what we've done. So like you see, Two Worlds and Call of Juarez are on there. We're gonna cross those out. Soon we're gonna be crossing out Dark Messiah. Greedfall is already complete. Outer Worlds is complete. Persona 5 is like still Neffy's like shitpost interlude weekdays game. Um, but yeah, it'll give you an idea what's coming up too. So you can see on here, Rob still has now I will have open Dark Messiah, Quest for Glory, and Dragon Age. And as soon as I can get something cleared off, we will open up Re-Reckoning, and then we will probably open up Atomic Hearts because I've been playing Atomic Hearts and yeah, that belongs here. That's a game. That's a game and a half. That's a game with robot ballerina Dami mommies. And yeah. Yeah, I don't know how else to put that. That is what it is. That is what it do. Um really struggling to get Dragon Age to run right now. In 1440. It's fighting me hard. So, ask questions. Ask me about the list. Ask me about things. We can talk. We can talk a little. Valkyrie, not a terrible TV show. And if I might have spelled something wrong, I don't know. But yeah, this is what the show will look like, and it'll have like a little. Obviously, I'll have things that are crossed off, so it'll be like, hey, this is what we used to have, and that way people can look and be like, oh, I never saw that one, and they'll like go back and look. You can look through the what's the word? Uh, archive. Thank you, Grim. Shouts from the back. The archive, you dumb shit. And I think there'll be some points where I have a mod from the chat. Like, let's see if I can even get this when I'm not trying to change the thing. Come on now. Window, we can do that. Will it work? Work for me, please. Please work. I'd so very much like for this to work. this this is not a happy port. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah. You will have Curse of Strahd today, so I'm eating my time, unfortunately. Trying to make this run, and it just doesn't want to run. Let's see here. Can I get it? If I do it this way. It's basically, it just hates Alt-Tab. And there's a lot of, like, kind of back and forth Alt-Tab when I'm trying to set up. And this was rather spur of the moment. I was like, you know what? I want to put Dragon Age in as a series. I was like, I need it. I need to have Dragon Age in there. So that was that. It was spurred on by like nothing more than my own madness, I suppose. Let's see here. If we can do that and do that. And it has to run through the EA app. Their like thing. Which doesn't provide the best framework for like adjusting options compared to other launchers. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. It's just like, oh, it's a launcher that doesn't have a super great amount of features. Oh no. Let's see here. You have video now, at least, because I can see it. Cool. Let's see here. Player profile. Achievements. Oh. Uh-oh. That wasn't the done button. Oops. Well, gone done fuck myself. Hey, look at that. Gone done fuck myself. I didn't know it was Saturday night already. Burnout Revenge. The third time I have made this mistake. Alright, at least now I think I know how I can get it going and play nice with the OBS. So let me try again. Because I think that did it. Please play nice with OBS. Cool. That worked. Okay. So yeah, we'll have like achievements and stuff we can get. I will probably go for this to be as much of a completion run as possible. And then we'll use the carry through thing that I still think they have functional. We'll do like all the campaigns because not a lot of people played like all of this game if you played Dragon Age. Dragon Age came out in 2009 as like chronically Clementine. I like oranges. Thank you for coming. Little Citrus Clem and his Citrus Gang. I enjoy fruit, so that's amazing. I love fruit and I love oranges and I will love the Citrus Gang. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Shitpost Sunday. This is where I do B games and titles from our past or present that have shitpostiness about them. And we're just starting Dragon Age Origins, which I think is finally working on my end. So yeah, I feel like not a lot of people played through all of this game. Like if you ever got into this game, it's one of those things. We're gonna try to go to 1920 by 1080 and see if this will actually like not shit itself. Keep settings. Amazing. Lost my chat. Fuck. Alright, let's see if it goes again. Let's see if it can go all the way to where I want it to be. And then I might have to restart it again. Oh my god, it did it. Oh my god. Okay, but now I have to exit. Last time, I think it's got all the settings that I need it to have now. Like all the things that I want it to have turned on are on. Let's see here. Rename Dragon Age Origins. Sorry for the slow start, but at least it gives me a chance to like chat with you guys and be like, "Hi. This is what we doing." Who fuck? Me fuck. The brownest game ever. It was! It was from that time. It was from like the everything is brown and orange and gray, and that is the palette of life. Dwarf. We're gonna do dwarf. We're doing dwarf. We are doing the thing that is dwarf. You think through Rod stream? I mean, there's a lot of us. So if you don't know, you're at WBPL 76. Welcome. WBPL 76 is a like conglomerate channel of streamers from the Black Pants Legion. We operate it like an old UHF station. There's always something on. So yeah, we have all of the other campaigns. We have Witch Hunt, we have Awakening, Darkspawn, Liliana's Song, and the Golems of Amgarok. Which I just clicked the wrong button. Previous. So anyway, we will do like everything with this, and we will play a dwarf. Yeah, hit us with that command, Night Owl. Thank you. Oh, I don't. I'll probably do Rogue Dwarf just because like. So that was one of the first playthroughs I did of this, like ever. Even the blood brown. I liked how it was written. I think this was a good game for world building, and it was a good game mechanically. We're not going to do Noble Dwarf. We're going to do the Sewer Dwarf because I find that to be more interesting. But we can start getting into it. So we're going to do Origins, of course. We will play through all of it. We will touch every part of this game. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Hello, T.O. Thank you for cheering a bitty.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Spoiler, it goes poorly for them.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Bro, you're about to be fewer yet. Huzzah with the animations.
It may even be too late. for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon.
Yeah, so much blood.
Maker, help us all.
Yeah, Danny Dunk. No Mercury, and that game. This game kind of gets into that. So the distinct opening stories, we know what we're playing. We're gonna play Beardy Mansdorf of the. I really did like the rogue class, not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun playing Dwarf Rogue. It was the first thing I ever did as a full playthrough, and we will be just a sweet castless common boy, you know. And what I loved was like in 2009, everything about this. I don't want to say everything about it was novel, but like it was something I in 2009 hadn't seen enough of or a lot of in RPGs at the time. And I was like, damn, this is like really fun. So yeah, the Heroes 2 fucking fuck dwarves. Don't worry, these are different dwarves. We like that. We like these ones. So yeah, we have Ferelden, and we will be dwarf. Rigidly bound by caste and tradition, the dwarves have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from the Darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have high resistance to all forms of magic, thus preventing them from becoming mages. Yeah, +1 strength, +1 dex, +2 con, and 10% chance to resist hostile magic. And then, rogues are the skilled adventurers from all walks of life. Blah, 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 blah. You know what a fucking rogue is. I think I'll probably go dual stabbies. So, like, assassin, because DPS, yo. Um, you can generally get yourself down, like, one tree in this, if I remember correctly. And then after that, you're starting to, like... You kind of gotta specialize. So we are born castless in a land where rank is everything, bound as the lackey and thug of a local crime lord. You spent your life invisible until chance thrusts you into the spotlight, where you can finally prove whether you will be defined by your actions or your birth.
Greetings.
Greetings, preset man. Let's see here. Oh God. Now, dwarves of the castless are usually tattooed, so we're gonna give him the nice face tattoos. So cashless doors are just like they have no rights. Like that is pretty much what that means. All right, let's see here. We gotta get our hair just right, just right for this lad, this sweet, sweet dwarfity dwarfy dwarf lad. So lad, so stout. His name is Chippy. Chippy the dwarf lad. Which is why we have to have the hair just right for sweet Chippy. No relation. Chippy our dwarf lad. Just sounds like a good dwarf name, you know. No relation. That's a Chippy face. That's a Chippy face right there. There we go. And just cause I'm always a fan of like, cause I have blue eyes, I have this like penchant for character creation of like, Yes, make the eyes like not brown. I don't know why I do that, but it's just like constant for me. I always do that one. All right, cool. I'm happy with that. That's good enough for me. We'll do that. And I just want it to be, look into my soul. There you go. Ta-da! I like this. I like where it's at. So yeah, it's got a very classic system. In the 2000s had some good old RPG. Yeah, like I think this brought back a lot of, and also welcome to the chat, Vara. So I feel like this game had a lot of those older sensibilities brought back to a time where you didn't see them as much. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember how it does all its systems. I mean, we're not going for like a meta run or anything, but I am gonna try it. Like I have it set to normal, and it wasn't a super duper easy game, if I remember correctly. Like you actually had to kind of put some effort into it. We'll bump the con because we are a little squishy as a dwarf or as a rogue, so I want to fall for that right away. The willpower doesn't really do much for us. We'll have a lot of stamina if we have good willpower, but like magic is gonna be our super duper dump stat. Like we're just never gonna take that. Yeah. Essential for warriors, and it's almost as critical for rogues. Like we'll find that it's not like we put a point into it so that we can be good with it early on, but it's not gonna do much for us. I think we'll just throw another one into cunning there. And then we get one extra thingy. We start with steel and poison making. Excuse me. And if I am not just really tempted to just go steel plus, coercion's fun. All of these were, I don't want to say subtle in their application, but I'm like already on memory lane of like enjoying this shit. Combat training, we'd get our weapon talents. We'll take that to get weapon talents for when that's relevant. The rogue has deft hands. We're gonna do that to get lockpicking, basically. You know, without this, you can't even start on some of the checks for that. We're gonna go dual weapon fighting, like I had mentioned. So dual weapon training, close to normal damage bonus with their offhand weapon. Yeah, that's the other one we'll get right away. And then we'll play, and we're going to go on normal, like I said. I don't want to make this the nightmare run from hell, so...
Deep beneath the
Welcome,
frost-black
Pistol.
mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire,
They kind of got
Orzammar
fucked.
now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
survive
I
these
can't
months.
keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look. Something to light a man on fire. But you
Ooh.
gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. Can we not do this in front of my brother?
Why not? He knows the slope of the land, don't you, boy?
Oh god, they're all the way down here. This is how this is gonna work? Okay. I guess we won't antagonize the crime lord immediately. Yes, whatever it takes. Spread them legs.
Listen to the kid. He knows the deal you made. He lays low and does whatever jobs I don't want to risk anyone valuable on. In
Yeah,
return,
he seems
I put
nice.
out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brats.
Yeah.
Then you both go free. And I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life. That's what everyone likes. A castless with a big mouth.
Isn't that what you're
But
asking
I
her to
didn't
be?
come for
Oh,
the
wait,
joy of
different
your
big
company.
mouth.
I've been looking at my investments, and this one hasn't borne much gold. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't
Leshki.
even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
I think he had one outside. Well, like, when you come back for this guy at some point, surprise, surprise, he's pretty powerful himself. I've seen it before and I'll see it again. You're a hoe.
And I feel like every time you do, it kills something in you.
I'm already dead
You were
inside.
such a loving child. I hate what this place made you into. That's why I didn't tell you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrimont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient.
Excuse me. Hey, Square, thank you for the resub. 12 months. Oh my god, we've hit a year. Oh my god. We have. It's here. Like, it's officially, you can be resubbing for a full year now. You got some full ass pants there, Square.
You know the other options. Cleaning middens, begging, going to the surface.
Oh god, go to the
No.
surface where everything doesn't
Unless
suck
you
as
find a way
much.
to save us all from Darkspawn and become a paragon. We're pretty much on Barat's leash.
You know, now that you mention it, I think I'll go do that for the next 100 hours. Ah. I don't know why I can't join the army and fight
It's sheer
Darkspawn.
folly. One more way the nobles protect their status. They say casteless soldiers are more danger to each other than to Darkspawn. That it's an insult to the smith to let us touch.
Yeah,
a
the
finely
dwarves in this
weapon.
world are really
Truly,
dumb.
They just don't wish to insult the warrior
As far as like their
caste
society
by showing
goes.
that given the same opportunities, we could lead an army just as well.
They're like, classism will save us. Murders their society.
Every year, more of the beasts come up from the deep roads. I've heard they've even been harrying the surface.
You will see this game completed by this time next year, maybe. I'll have to do extra shitpost shifts. Hail, junk mail, and the dreaded taste.
Aye. They would even turn to humans for aid before us, it seems. There's been talk of an alliance against the Darkspawn. Even that the Grey Wardens have stepped up. But we don't have time for
Yeah,
this now.
meanwhile, don't
Lesky
worry
must
about...
be waiting.
I'm just like...
Barat won't like it if I'm late for my appointment.
I am just a low dwarf in Texas' worst dwarf fortress. Yeah.
You know how desperate the nobles are for more children? They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls
Hey,
against the
Tio.
Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate. And we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward. You've worked hard to keep him from throwing us out. I can only imagine the horrible things he's made you do.
Mostly killing.
There are a lot of desperate dwarves in Orzammar. He could buy any one of them to run messages and knock skulls.
This is like graphically straight the way it was in 2009 too. Like I have it in 1440, that's why all the text is tiny. And I'm just kind of letting them talk so you guys can hear it and see it. But damn, nostalgia is a bitch. I remember the armor designs in this game were always super goofy.
Money gives him power. He's got family on the surface, which means he can smuggle up lyrium and smithcrafts, and bring down silks, wines, and furs.
Sure, there's an Dwarf Fortress mod.
When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the casteless he shook down for protection, so the guardsmen didn't care.
Kinda a Monstrous Elder God zombie army coming out of the lower shafts, but don't worry about it. Yeah.
Don't underestimate him. Barat has thugs who'd kill their own mothers just to work for him.
That's true. He does. Being in the Dwarven Society in this game actually kind of sucks really bad.
As far as the nobles are concerned, he still stinks of Dust Town. He's got money now, but you can't buy caste, you know? No noblewoman would risk a dalliance with him.
Caste.
His only chance to join a noble family is to claim kinship with the concubine who bears a noble son. And that's what he wants more than anything. Don't you? Imagine what it would be like not to have people look at us like we're sewer sludge. To think our lives are worth something.
He's trying. Yeah, really. Feel free to ask questions about the lore. I do love to talk about this game, and this is a very heart of Shitpost Sunday game for me, where it's like I'm gonna stop and look at you guys in chat and talk about it, and be like, this is how I feel about this game, and this is what it meant to me, and this was like after Mass Effect, I bought this as almost a blind purchase because it was still when BioWare was like really making some good shit. It still had a soul. And I was super hype when this came out, and I learned to play it, and I really liked the world building, and I got behind it all the way through Inquisition. But yeah, there's a lot of story. There's a lot of like lore dumping. We're gonna see that. Yeah, we're gonna. We'll go.
Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
Yes, you will. The game can be played from a variety of tactical viewpoints. Use the mouse and wheel to bring your camera down. Yeah. While pause, you can issue orders to your characters. Right-click on your desired destination. Your character now has a move order. You can move in real time. Blah, blah, blah. I can also just walk around. This is going to take me some getting used to. So, bear with me. I'm not going to sit there and read lore entries. Like, I will not take the time to do that. Alright, that's that one. What is my inventory key? There we go. Lesser health pulse. We start with the duster leather armor from, like, Dust Town. It's garbage. And daggers. Yeah, that's all we got. That's all we got. We'll let the game tell us how to get through the rest, really. You, woman. Who are you? There we go.
Who's that? Why are you bothering me? Rika?
I think the graphics in this game aren't like great, but they hold up because it's like, well, the art's pretty well done. Holds up well enough. Would a dwarf's bra be considered a dwarf nipple fortress? Oh, God. I doubt it. Ukrainian. I don't think I'll be picking up Dreadwolf at all. The group that I'm... Oh. That's not a call I need to deal with right now. The group we're part of the Dusttown Castless Dwarfs in Orzammar. Or Orzammar? Whatever. I mixed it up with, like, the fucking Warcraft names. Was it you bothering me, Rika? Oh, yeah, this is our mother. Oh, God. No, mother! It's Chippy, your son! I wish Chippy was here to see that one. He'd be like, "Yo, right, fuck that bin." It's the king Orzammar. It is Orzammar. It's the king of Orzammar. I heard you were single.
Don't you sass me, you ungrateful brat. I made you, and I can make another just like you.
Can you still? I don't know. You look a bit haggard. Please, mother. I hate when you get like this. Like we're fucking Pip from South Park. Please, mama. I hate when you get like this.
I hate it when you get like this.
Ooh, ooh.
What? Am I embarrassing you?
You are.
Don't want anyone to see that dear old Mam's a lush? Is that it?
I think you're more than a lush woman. You promised you wouldn't do this anymore, Mama. I'm gonna... Okay, new canon for this playthrough. Our dwarf, Chippy the Dwarf, speaks almost like Pip from South Park, and that is how I'm going to read everything. Mother, why are you throwing rocks at me? You have to stop this, Mother. You're killing yourself.
You tell me. Just what do I got that's worth living for?
Apparently a working uterus. You said you could make another one of me. What about me, Mama? What about Rika?
I know you both hate me. I know what I done to you. But it was for your own good. The world's a cruel place. You had to learn that. You think you'd be where you are now.
You're more alcohol than dwarf now.
Slaps? Everything you are, I made you.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Do you think that's something to be proud of, Mama?
I tried my best. They treat us like dust, tell us we're cursed.
And that's why they call it Dust
How else
Town.
are we supposed to live? We got nothing.
There's really
no
subtle...
for any of us.
In some ways, this game has such subtle world building. Because, like, Dragon Age Origins hit, and it was like, Dragon Age Origins of what? Like, who? What is this? It was just this new series that was like, bam! And I'm like, oh, God. Because I was, like, a junior in high school. It was the year before I graduated. And, like, this game came out, and just, like, even right there, where she's like, they treat us like dust. That doesn't make sense to us as, like, an insult, necessarily. But to them, that is, like, if you've lived in caves your whole life, dust would be, like, some worthless thing of, like, you are unnoticeable to me. You are dust in a cave. And it's like, oh, you've literally just built, like, a system of insults into a game through one dialogue. I think that's one of the really special things about this, that, like, modern games don't world build, in my opinion, the way this one does. And it almost looks and feels like two worlds in some of those ways, just executed not, like a drunken monkey slapping its dick on a keyboard. There's a way out. You're wrong, Mama. I'm going to make something of my life.
You can try, but you'll never get it off you. Dust Town. It sticks to the skin. You don't bleed red enough for them.
That's fine,
Nothing's
Samurai.
gonna change that. All you can do is find some way to forget.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this goes back to a lot of the my really original intentions for Shitpost Sunday, which is, ooh, chest. Give me that chest, girl. Oh, we can take a round shield, and we have another dagger. Take all. Tutorial, inventory, and equipment. To equip new items, you'll need to open the inventory screen. To do so now by clicking on the highlighted icon or pressing I. Tutorial, to unequip drag an item from its icon on the left side of the screen. Remove your character's armor or clothing now. Oh, get naked. They said do it. There's my codpiece. Well, actually, that's just my dick. I took off the codpiece. Now I'm just in a thong. Rob, why the hell is one of the tags for the stream Poppy John's? Why wouldn't it be Papa John's? Because, dude, Papa John's is all around us. To equip, drag. Replace your armor or clothing now. Ah, covered again. Drag an item to your quick bar now. I forgot that's even down there. It's so tiny. Anyway, yeah, we have daggers and all that shit still. Nothing really changes there. We got a free shield, basically. Okay, we're gonna leave now. We're gonna sally forth. Oop.
About sodding time.
Hey, man.
I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful
I'm
of that spicy
Leshki,
sister of yours.
Dreadlock Dwarf.
Growl.
Did you just say you want to fuck my sister? Leshki, how's it shaping? Ha ha.
Oh, what can I say? No money, no girls, no place to call my own.
Ugly
I've
face.
been writing an epic poem about it. It starts, "Oh, you're really, really cursed to have no caste. You noble dwarves can shove it up your..." But I couldn't think of a rhyme.
You are highly uneducated, Leshki. I wouldn't try for a public recital just yet.
I guess we'll have to stick to playing the heavies for Barat.
Don't fuck my sister, she smells bad. This game subscribes to the more bigger my armor is, the better it is. What has he got for us today, Leshki?
Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias, some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back.
We must go find somebody who has goods. Any idea where Oskias is? I want to ask him about goods.
You know, gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Barat might cut someone's head off to get.
Acts like Genghis Khan, talks like Lemmy. Or talks like Tiny Tim, looks like Lemmy. Fair, good. Whack, what? Whacker, I'm not clicking that right now, but what is it? Describe it to me. The Father Jonathan story? Oh my god, you'd have to go into the archive for that and clip it. There's a lot of lore behind specifically the Papa John's thing. Yeah, it's an in-joke, like, you know, the tagline is just better pizza, Papa John's or something, or like, I don't even remember their taglines anymore, okay, I'll just be perfectly fucking honest. But we were making fun of them one day, and fuck if we didn't just start saying, like, yeah, Papa John's, sponsor of WBPL 76, and now it's just a standing joke. But you still get the benefits, but it looks like I'm naked? No. Shut up. We're not doing this. Alright. What do we do? What do we do with him if he's been holding out on Barat, Leshki?
Well, if he is skimming, we kill him, of course. I mean, Barat doesn't let anyone swindle him and live.
Amazing.
Bringing his head on a plate is completely optional, though.
I don't think it's right to just kill this guy.
First we take back anything he stole, and then we kill him. Come on, You can feel
I
bad
think we're
later.
just gonna play like Chippy Pip. That's what this is gonna be. This is gonna be Chippy Pip the dwarf playthrough, where I'd play it halfway like South Park's Pip, halfway like Chippy, all the way like a dwarf.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
Yes. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Hence, ingredients, pizza, Father Jonathan's. Oh yeah, that's right. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. So we were like, we had a few days where we talked about pizza and all this other shit, and we just like got into it of like, we're gonna have this giant discussion about uh pizza and Papa John's, and then we would just keep referencing Papa John's, and it went from there. And now every WBPL 76 After Dark stream is
You looking for a
a
place to sleep? There's a vent
is a
behind
Papa
the
John's stream.
lots. You don't mind if you use it.
There's a vent.
I can work. Anything you want.
Sucky sucky $5. So yeah, we have our party of dose. You can actually play it from like all the way back here, and you can play it in ISO too, which is pretty fun because you couldn't do. I played this on Xbox. I was a console gamer in the aughts.
Hey there, Carter boy. Care to try a taste of this?
Yes.
Hey there, Carter boy. Care to try a taste of this? Any way you like it.
Honestly, if dwarf women actually looked like this, not having the beards and having good boobs, Rob would be all over that. Now that is an animated like late 2000s model I can get behind. Let's talk to Golinar.
2 bits for the needy.
2 bits. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Nert, nert. The needy? Who do you think you're looking at, old man?
I seen you around. You one of them Barat boys. You don't know from needy. Not until you're my age.
Tell me your story, old
I
man.
used to work in the mines, checking the new tunnels for bad air.
I was a canary.
It went up like dragon's breath. Healer saved my life, but I can't half walk. What's a man supposed to do?
Accidentally blew out my speaker because that made me giggle so hard. God, I would kill for a pizza tonight. Now we talked about Papa John's, I'm like, I would literally lay waste and slaughter for a good oven pizza on my pizza stone. Just a frozen pizza. Heat it up on the pizza stone. That's the way to do it. So hungry. Anyway. What happened again? BioWare never really... Oh yeah, no, this combat's like not outstanding to write about. It's uniquely old school, I guess. In that it's from a later time period where like you didn't see things that way as much anymore. And it tried to create this kind of hybrid of like old school complexity with like some, I would say, dumbing down elements, I guess. Is there a way I can help, sir?
You got some spare feet? If not, a silver would fill that void.
Oh yeah, and it does
real
copper,
nice.
silver's gold in this one as well, because they wanted to really give you... They built like the world like it was a D&D or Pathfinder game.
Ooh, you drive a hard bargain, soldier. You looking for someone to shine your shoes, clean your pots, keep you warm at night?
Who got quoted? We're not a cult. Want some Kool-Aid? But yeah, and sorry, I'm looking back and forth with the chat. Dude, like I said, if you have lore questions, let me know. We will talk about them in here because like I think doing like a really full playthrough of this is kind of a special thing because it's an RPG that as it gained popularity as a series in the later years and for its storytelling, because it's never been like bad at storytelling really. It's always kind of had some attention for that. But also as it's like changed mechanically and become like this shiny, spit polished thing that EA likes to like dance about, it still has the potential to like remain good. I don't think Inquisition was horrible. We'll see if this is the kind of franchise that can stay alive. But I love going back to like its roots. Quote, Rob, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Hence, ingredients, pizza, Father, Jonathan's. Yes. Cool. I'm glad we got that quoted. um, keep you warm at night. That's disgusting. We wouldn't say that.
Is that what you're looking for? That's worth 10 bits, no?
Sure. Uh, I don't think Pip would be like, ah, fine, you'll put your body in the mine shaft. Ah.
You think I got nothing for you, but you'll see. This'll be you someday. Soon as you start to wrinkle up and Barat's got no use for you. Don't think you got anywhere to go but here.
Wow. These people are awful. These people are awful. These people are awful. Can't wait to leave them all the fuck behind. This is way easier. This is so nice. This is so much easier than searching like used to be in this game when you'd be playing it on.
Spare Silver, my boy needs med. Don't look at me like that. I was beautiful once. I was beautiful.
Controlling party members, blah 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 blah. Can I touch the card? Come here.
Stand back. I don't want to catch your diseases.
Oh God, you look diseased. No, was I already? I'm trying to get a hang for like how the interface moves as well, and like how the mini map looks. 'Cause it is really tiny. It's the map in general. I may lower the resolution just to like not have everything be so fucking small. Jesus. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. It shows you where you are. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, people liked Dragon Age Origins when it came out. It was kind of like a surprise critical darling. Like, it did a lot better than anybody expected. It kind of came out of nowhere.
Found traces of Bronca in the deep roads.
Oh? Found her body, did they?
No, tools. Signs of camp, things like that.
Found her Bronca.
Paragon or not, Bronca's dead. She's been gone
Oh,
2
Hail Hydrate.
years. No one survives the deeps that long.
I think Dragon Age 2 had a compelling and unique, like, blend system that we wouldn't see popularized again until, like, things like Final Fantasy 15 and, like, some later, just some of the later Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy-like titles and things like, you know, Quest for Mana or shit like that. Like, you know, you'd see it with, like, the Final Fantasy 7 blend system of, like, combat and abilities, or like representative combat, where it's like you just hold down an attack button and that represents like actual combat like you'd see in a more traditional RPG, or more traditional first-person RPG. Traditionalist RPGs are real-time ISO like this, so. Grubfist, don't worry, we'll get a blood mage. How about that?
Hey, boy.
Boy.
You look like someone who could use a spare copper. What do you say?
I could, in fact. You've got a job for me, sir.
No work, just money for something you're not even using. Much. You look like you've still got all your teeth. Nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say?
Will you sell me your teeth? I wouldn't consider less than 2 silvers.
You won't get a better price. I'm in top tooth and wig shop off the Diamond Quarter 4 years running. There are some who just take what they want off someone like you. I'm offering an honest deal. What do you say?
You'll have to send me that by DM, Tio. Send me that for later. because otherwise I'm gonna forget it's there. I mean, if you're memeing, you can still send it to me anyway if it's like bullshit. Just don't put subverse in the chat, guys. And I mean it. I will ban and or block you. Or I'll at least time you out. Don't put that in there. Do you have any idea who I work for?
Barat wouldn't like you throwing that around. This guy's an artisan that's practically a smith. We don't need that high a profile.
Oop, talk my
That
mouth
sounded
off.
like a threat, Brand. You know the sentence for harassing a resident engaged in legitimate trade is public flogging and 100 silver fine. No work's legitimate if they let
Don't
you
you
do
have
the work.
any
The
legitimate work
Assembly
for me?
declared back in Darbier's reign that it insults the ancestors for casteless to perform any work the recognized lineages can do.
Basically,
Now, do
you
want
can't.
it or not?
You can't
1.5
have a
silvers,
job.
and that's my best offer.
I think you can like knock him out and take it.
Suit yourself. Plenty of brands are willing.
I'm not selling you my teeth. It would have been really funny if like you could do that and then you just have a fucking missing tooth in your mouth for the rest of the game. I'd have fucking loved that. Oh, Linda.
Lesky, you old scamp. What are you doing here?
Lesky,
Trying to charm
you
me
old
out of another
scamp.
set of ribbons for your girl?
Trying to talk you into being my girl, Olinda. You know my heart's breaking for you.
Ooh.
Don't you go saying that around my husband. Who's your friend?
I'm Chippy. Pleased to meet you.
You're welcome to look around. I'll slide on the markup since you're Lesky's friend, but I can't give anything away for free.
I'll take a look.
Just don't touch anything if you can't meet the price.
You'll get it dirty. So this is Olinda's, apparently traps wine and toxins. Olinda, what the fuck do you do here? Yeah, all non-plot items. Okay. Venom, bombs, spring traps. She's just out here like, fire bombs, Molotovs for sale. The fuck, Olinda?
Brands walking around
Merchants,
like they
you
own the place.
gain access to your
Rob
first
wholesale.
store. Here you can do blah 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 blah. Yeah, we know what a
It's been
merchant
a long
does.
time since the last Grey Warden visit.
It's been a long time since I rock and roll. Sorry, I thought that was funny. Oh,
As you say,
fuck. Well, I guess we're searching in here now.
ancestors were smiling on my bed.
Oh, we found Oscius.
Another round from the house.
It's a shop for women and catch a good man. Yeah, that's literally why it has like a bear trap.
No castless.
It seems you've got an open door policy on martyrs, though.
Why would I tell you anything?
Take a close look before you finish that sentence. Are you sure you want to make us insist?
Oh, I didn't realize who sent you. He's here all right. Oscius. Right over there. Been nursing that same mug half the day. Paid up front, though. Good silver. What's he done?
I'll tell you what, if you want to ask a lore question or discuss a lore point or like talk about something specific with the game, hit it with a highlight so I see it in the chat just to make sure. That'll help me out, at least if there's like something we really want to like take a look at. Because I think part of Shitpost Sunday and doing like the critique for games like this is part of the fun. Especially because like you kind of get off to a slow start sometimes doing that with like I'm taking a lot of time just to discuss the game right now. And we're just sitting here kind of looking at, mustache McGoogly face. But I think for like going through these kind of relics, because really that like these B games are like stepping stone relics to like the real masterpieces of their genres. The Dwarf Castless Rogue was my first successful character I made and played this game through with. Like the first time I did it, there's lovely clipping going on right here, right in front of us. It's amazing. I love it. That's it. That's that B movie charm right there as I'm discussing it, just happening in front of me. But yeah, it was my first nostalgia. It's nostalgia playthrough. I chose the one that I remembered from back then. He refused to serve me ale. Do not do the same. You, sir, do you want to make that your
Sorry,
business?
just trying to make conversation. You, do what you have to. Just, try and keep it neat. I'm still paying for this space.
Well, bartender, you don't seem to suck as much as everyone else, and you pour bar things, liquor, beer, the like.
try to have a
We
drink.
should probably leave him to be
Mike
What
okay.
do
Shannon
you
downwind.
want? I've got nothing
They
for
say
you.
the Warrior Cast is hosting a proving so the Grey Wardens can look for candidates.
So the Grey Wardens can look for cannabis. Sorry. Yeah, so I've done every opening in this game. Every one of them that you can get, I have done. Now, I haven't beaten them all as every race. I think I beat the game twice. Especially once it started coming out with like the extended DLCs, I was like, ugh, and I could not go back to it. Because the next year, I went to college the next year, and like Modern Warfare Black Ops came out, and that was like the new hotness then too. I did not give myself time, and I was like, I was 18. So I did not give myself time to really absorb a full story-based game a second and third time back then. But yeah, I remember, oh, the mage starts in this are so cool. So cool. And actually the elven starts in this are really cool too. And for those of us at WBPL and the Black Pants Legion who love dwarves, it's amazing because elves, the natural enemy of the dwarf, uh, those goddamn pointy ears from like everybody who plays Deep Rock. Um, yeah, they're like third world, third class like citizens, not even citizens in the lore of these games. But yeah, hello Dags, it be you. Because he liked telling his manservant, tell them I said fuck you. Yeah, you can do that, exactly. Oskius, you are in
I was
trouble.
saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oscius. It's tiring work looking for you.
It wasn't. We
How do
walked
you know
like
my
a
name?
block. Alright, well. Did you think Barat wouldn't find out you're cheating him?
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
I believe you. That's that, then. I don't think we'll be that much like Pip. It'll drive me nuts to try to do that. Let's see here. We can be expedient, though. Oi! Search his bags!
My pleasure.
Wait, I do have some lyrium. It's just ore. I made a side deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was gonna bring Barat his cut, I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
Just a little, maybe 25 sovereigns worth.
25 sovereigns.
That's a lot.
Most of that's with my buyers on the surface. I just picked up a few nuggets down here. If I were to maybe give you a piece, that's a lot of coin. Could you forget to mention this to Barat?
What? He already sent us after you, you idiot. No.
Surfacers pay good coin for
Yeah.
lyrium. Mages up there, they use it for their spells. Smiths use it in enchanted weapons.
Midget Castle.
I just took the money and ran. I mean, back to Barat to share the profits.
PPQ, we need to talk about this game later because it sounds fascinating. All over your face. Thank you for the biddies all over my face, Ralphie. Yeah, the elves used to be like kind of semi-immortal, and also the elves like I think they killed like this world's like equivalent of like Jesus. It's like Lady Jesus. It's I don't remember her name, but we'll come across it soon enough. Because it ends up being like a constant story point thing. Like the the religious, like the theology that they crafted for this game is fucking fascinating in my opinion. Andraste's blessings. Yeah, that was her name. That's it. That's true. Like, yeah, it was Tevinter, the Blood Mages, who killed Andraste. I think it was. I think Tevinter was basically an elven nation at that time, though. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see it happen. And there was some like light retconning that would happen too between this game and the later iterations. How long have you been cheating,
Not
Bro?
long. I mean, I'm not cheating.
Not that long.
I mean, this is my first time.
This is yeah. We can tell
Please
it's your
don't
first
kill
time.
me.
Please don't kill me. Yeah, this is the truest one. Oi, we help you. Barot's after us next. Hold him still.
No, I'll give it back. I'll find more. I'll get Barat double what he can make in a year. Triple. I swear. Just please don't kill me.
Give me one. Give me one good reason.
I've got a lot of lyrium.
Yeah.
Maybe we could work something out. Share and share alike. I don't got any coin myself. I make that topside, but you can take the ore and sell it, maybe get enough to get out of this
Chewing
nest.
the ice cube. I
What do
know
you
it's
say?
probably gross to do that in the mic, but it really helped my throat. My bad. Yeah, lots of light retconning would happen. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sit there and do the. You're not wrong, PPQ. I just don't want to talk about it that way. We don't steal from Barat.
It's his. Take it. Will you let me go now?
We can let him live, I think.
Yes, yes. I'll go back up to the surface right now. I'll move to Orlais, to Antiva. Thank you. You're as noble as you are strong. May the ancestors bless your steps.
I kind of like the way basically the dwarves are like super spiritual. They believe their ancestors like the spirits their ancestors live like in and among them. I think it's pretty fucking fascinating, to be honest. I really like the way that they did the Orvan like religion in this.
Was that smart? If Barat finds out Oscaius ran, he'll kill you. He'll kill me. He'll make you
kill me
then
than
yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor.
I like it in this more because I feel like I know too much about Loader's like in-depth religions and stuff. That like I guess I'm overexposed to their creation myth in Lord of the Rings, as opposed to this one. Like it's still like there's still mystery surrounding it, and for some reason that makes it more appealing to me. Well, too fucking late.
We should bring Barat delirium as proof of what Oscaius was doing.
That we can do because we have delirium. I mean, scared him until he gave us everything, so I'm kind of like, whatever.
This place is going to the nugs.
You're
Fucking,
you're a nug.
Like they were crap. Sod off, brand.
It's hilarious. The nugs are like these weird underground like bunny creatures. I kind of fucking love
I
them.
have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one else will come.
5 extra steps out that door. Yeah. Well, guess what? 5 steps out that door is like halfway to the surface, because 10 steps over there is the main fucking gate. You're a merchant. Why do you wear Castle's face brand? Who are you?
My name is Edamaro. I come down here twice monthly with goods from the surface. which you'd know if you could afford any.
I like how he's like, get away from me. And you're like, who are you? And he's like, this is who I am. Now get away from me.
Same as you.
Curious.
It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm cashless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day.
Oh yeah, and we haven't really discussed this yet, but this is another fascinating aspect of the dwarves. If you're like born in the light of the sun, you're instantly removed from society. It's not even born. I think it's if you've ever like fucking seen the surface. Like if you've ever opened the door and looked the fuck outside, you become like, "Ah, yes, you deserve to die." Yeah, the pig-faced little guys from Star Trek are Ugnaughts. Oh, no, that's not what you're talking about. What are the little things from KOTOR? Yeah, the little animals? I don't remember. The Nug comparison. It was one of the creatures that was like unique to the first two games. Do you have another suggestion?
If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry. Orzammar is the only place in the world that will treat you like this. Yet you all stay. I'll never understand it.
But isn't the surface disgusting and full of humans?
There is one thing about the surface, though. There are no castes, and we dwarves all look to help each other. It always seems sad to me that our homeland is the one place in this world where you're likely to be killed by a fellow dwarf. Now, unless you're gonna buy something, I need to unload and get home before the rain sets in. That's water from the sky, by the way.
The rain. I mean, the water from the sky.
Fine. Try to steal anything, and I'm calling the guards.
This guy doesn't suck. He's just bitter. He's got like good weapons. If you ever can get to him with enough money early on, you can get some nice stuff. That is for sure. He has a crossbow and a short bow. I think this is like an upgraded one. And then he has some of his duster armor is actually the next level up. And I liked the way they did tiered things. This part reminds me a lot of D&D, where they have like 100 coppers to a silver, 100 silver, 10 silvers to a sovereign. Or no, it is 100 silvers to a sovereign. And that's the way it works. I kind of really do like it. Pigs with hands in Star Trek sounds like Tellarites. Yeah, it might have been the Gizcas. Yeah, there you go. It was the Gizcas. They're adorable. I liked their design. So who is that? Una!
Watch yourself. The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes. And well, I might. After my mother took 5 years of her personal time sewing fine dresses for the head maid at the Shaperette, Mother tells me they never considered a single other candidate when the position opened for underwasher.
Underwasher? What the fuck? I am so proud to touch everybody's hiney pants.
It's barely under the king himself. They control Orzammar's memories. They oversee births, marriages, death records, histories, everything we do or are. Except you, I guess. Castless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence. I am not castless. I am an honorable member of the servant caste.
Ah, yes, you're
I
not
serve my betters,
castless,
as
you're a
is my
servant.
place, decided by the ancestors who granted
That
my
face
mother my
animation
birth.
for
I am
2009
not a
of her
criminal.
disdain was actually really fucking good, not gonna lie. I serve my betters, as is my place. Wow, this society is awful. Then I guess you don't want to fuck. Oh my god. I'm not a criminal either, exactly.
You were once. Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were written out of the histories and deemed unworthy to join the ancestors. Obviously, they bred anyway, but their children can't possibly deserve the same protections as those who were legitimately born.
Yeah, that's how much these people suck. Like, this is their societal norm, their societal belief system is, if your ancestors did something that we didn't like at some point in our cultural history, the people who keep the records, basically the fucking magistratum mundanus, like fucking, or the administratum, sorry, the magistratum mundanus is Texas Police Squad. Oops. No, the administratum. It's like if the administratum wrote the history books, but also were like the heads of society and determined its entire belief system. It's like, what if the administratum were also the priests? So yeah, their system is fucking crazy. It's like, yeah, you just get your ancestors did something we don't like. Well, we wrote them out of existence, and then we deny the fact that you exist. Therefore, you are casteless and outside of society. Good luck, get fucked. Like, yes, they bred. How dare they? It's like, so as soon as you're born, you just like come into the world going like, oh, fuck.
They control Orzamar's memories. They
Yeah, okay,
oversee
we already
births,
looked at this one,
marriages,
oops.
death records, histories, everything
Oh
we
shit,
do
is
or
there no
are.
like fast
Except
forward
you,
her
I
ass
guess.
fucking
Casteless
talking
and criminals
button?
aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, we're
As
done.
if I'd stop for you.
You did. You did for quite a time. The codex. We're not going to be going and looking in the codex because that would just probably kill people time-wise. I don't think anybody wants to sit
Go
there.
back to your dirt pile, scum.
Hey, eat a dick. Eat a dirt pile dick, asshole. Yeah, this is the front door, by the way. Like I said, it was really only like
I assume this
10
pile
steps.
of worthless junk belongs to you? Do you realize it's in the way and that the patrols will not be able to come through? Move it, or I shall have it thrown out in the deep roads, and you with it.
I'm so sorry, my lord, but they told me to move my goods over here.
Wow.
I couldn't even set up shop in my usual place.
Nonsense.
It's true.
These people are awful. Oh, and they live in a volcano. You know, NBD. Well, technically it's not criminals. It can just be like political dissidents too. Like there's a lot of things that can get you thrown out, or if you like accidentally went to the surface. If you were born on the surface, you're automatically like part of that. That was your people's sin, was like not living literally under a rock. Proving God.
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds.
Sorry, sir. I was just leaving.
Huh. You again. I said you weren't allowed on the proving ground.
Sorry, I just wanted to see if I could go around you.
Huh.
He's like, hey, stop it. Stop it. May your undernose get sunburned. May your undernose get sunburned, Nughead. That's fucking hilarious. What's this?
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Oh.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius?
We found him. Yeah, he had a deal going for Lyrium.
Some people are slow learners. You should have known. You don't lie to me. I can smell it. Did I make that clear? I thought I made that clear. Now, did you find out what I asked you for or not? That's all? I guess the Duster was smart enough to keep his main stash topside.
Yeah, he did say
And
he did.
Ascaius himself?
He, well, we'll just, like, bumble this out. He, won't be bothering you again.
Absolutely. Dead as a plate of chops. Screaming for mercy, telling the ancestors to bless your name. Real dead.
Very interesting. Seeing how my cousin was at the Tapsters this afternoon. And he says he saw something change hands between you and Ascaius. And then
Yeah.
the Duster sodding stood up and walked out on his own 2 feet. Does that sound like what I asked? Jarvia, what does that sound like to you?
Sounds like some jumped-up face brands thought they could take a bribe and let him walk free. That's just not right.
The lady says it's not right. You wouldn't disagree with
I'm
a
gonna
lady,
have to kill
would you?
all these people now. Well, I mean, it was in public.
Right. I mean, no one's gonna say spit to you, Barat. But we can't move that free. We needed to get Ascaius somewhere private. We took him to the lava sinks behind the mines. You won't be seeing him again.
You think I'll trust you over my own blood? This one's been thinking to defy me since the day we met. Thinks he's got some big bridges to fill, but there's just not much there. You're both on
Bridge
loose
this.
sand with me, but I'll give you one more chance. One job.
Yeah, sure,
The
anything.
Warrior
Okay.
Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing. Topsiders
but boss,
see a
why
couple
are
of
they here?
Darkspawn, they start crying and running to Papa Orzammar. They know dwarves are the best when it comes to Darkspawn, so they're here to recruit a couple of bodies to prevent another blight. Because why should humans have to live with what we get every day?
Yeah, so that's the other crazy thing in this world, like in the lore. So the Darkspawn are just like these mutated demon things that like live underground. And they're like tainted by like the sin. They were created by like literally the sins of like the mortals in this series. So like the mortals like tainted heaven, and God like literally says, "Well, you fucked up my house. I'm out. I'm gonna go just like take a nap until somebody fixes this. And I hate all of you. Fuck off." And have this awful like plague disease thing where crazy mindless zombie monsters come trying to eat you in the night. And he puts it underground, and the dwarves literally like fall apart. And the only thing keeping the fucking Darkspawn from being on the surface and constantly is like the fucking dwarves being like corks to the bottle of these things just being everywhere. So like people on the surface are like, I've never seen a Darkspawn, and then dwarves are like, I know all the Darkspawn.
There's
Anyway.
a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns.
Oh wow.
Baird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand?
Yeah, this Durburger, this is Dragon Age Origins. This is our new SPS. This is the 3rd active one I have right now. And yeah, Morodin, it's one of those things that they don't really make clear until later in the series, but each Darkspawn, like, beast, or like each Darkspawn type is a different race's, like, different corrupted race, like tainted race, that have become a darkspawn. I think it's yeah, the ogres are Kunari, and which the Kunari like are so weird in this as well because they start with a design in this game, and then it it like rapidly evolves in the second game, and then it like goes to this totally different style. Um, not totally different, like this very evolved part of it, like as if it had been such an underdeveloped sketch that they used in this game, and then all the bits and bobs fall in, and you're like, oh, that's what they're supposed to look like. Because in this game, it was just like so not well done, their design. That was one of my big criticisms of this, of the art style, I guess.
The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find a Verd, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight. He's the kind of warrior who wants to show off his oiled physique to a cheering crowd.
Oiled physique.
You think he wants scum like us making money on him? Don't let him know what you're doing.
Okay.
Just find his chamber, see when he's fighting, then go to Minar and dump the drug. I'm not asking you to distill it, just drop it into a basin. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
He should have an alcove for his pre-fight preparations. All the fighters are provided basins of water. If you're asking how to sneak in there, you're pretty much saying you're no good to me.
Yeah, don't make me tell you how to do your job.
He'll be in the fighters' quarters under the stands.
Sometimes I like just clicking them all, like compulsively listening to all the options because I'm just that kind of gamer with RPGs where it's like I have to know all the things.
You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have
Yes,
coin on this,
TOS
I'm not
Klingons
talking
versus
about some
TNG
pittance,
Klingons
like
for
the
sure.
value of your life. If I don't see a Verd's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
And yes, it's not just you. Dwarves do have weirdly proportioned arms, not gonna lie. Like, the arms are really long compared to the legs. It's a little disconcerting. I think that's one of the unique things about their design, because that's like, once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. They have like the fucking proportions of Slender Man, of like just like long, like overly long limbs as far as their arms go. I was always just like, oh, do not like. I think it's well designed, but it's well designed in a way that bothers me. Oh, thank you for the follow, Schwartz. Yeah, they look like they're evolved from gorillas.
You again. I said you weren't allowed on the proving grounds, Bran.
But now I have a ticket.
Looks legitimate. Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
His teeth are talking to me. Kitten. Hello, kitty. Kitty cat. Sorry, I took a moment to pet Wendell. I took a meowment. You missed me ranting and raving and not doing a whole lot with the game.
Stone's Embrace. That's one of them. One of the Grey Wardens. Oh, I dare you to go over and talk to him. Say, Welcome to Orzammar, Warden, sir. May I drink your bathwater?
Okay, I'll do it.
Stone met, and blessings on your house.
I don't have a
That
house,
was
you
the proper
dickhead.
greeting for an outsider last time I visited Orzammar. Has it changed, or is there a reason you're looking at me so strangely?
In my part of Orzammar, we just say hello.
We do the same in my part of Ferelden. Hello, then. My name is Duncan. I'd say of the Grey Wardens, but I suspect you already know that. Pleased to meet you.
Literally the most outstanding and upstanding person in this entire series lore ever. This guy should be the paragon of existence for this entire franchise. Well then, blessings upon your trailer park.
Of course. That's what the face
brand.
brand means.
That's what that
I
thing on
remember
your
that
face
now.
is.
For saying hello? My friend, to a Grey Warden, nothing short of a slavering darkspawn waking you in your bedroll counts as harassment. Actually, I'm glad I met you. Whenever we come to Orzammar, we always stay in the Diamond Quarter. You forget how much of the city you miss. The Wardens are always looking for those who have the courage to spend their lives in battle against the Darkspawn. It's rare we find those with both the skill and the will. The best Wardens are ruthless to their enemies, compassionate to their friends, and inspiring
Which
to
is
their
why
troops.
there's like 5
it's
of
a
you.
lot to look for, but I hope to find it here, and I hope you also may find what you are looking for.
It's like, no, take me with you. Take me with you!
I can't believe you talked to him. A Grey Warden.
Spectator. Spectator! I just love the design of these rooms.
First bout? Ostar's helmet practically.
Just the whole area. I really do. Oh, they're also fucking nuts. It's great. Grey Wardens are like zealotry applied to make your species not be extinct. It's fucking fantastic. Oh, that's no good.
Sweetheart,
Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose.
That's a
Gonna
good one
kill us
too.
If we slip up here.
It's
He's
so
already
fucking
jumpy
good.
enough after that stunt with Ascaius. Hey, I just had an idea.
I just want to, yeah. He was like, oh, you had the same idea, I guess.
That's much better than my idea.
Oh, God,
I was
it
gonna
was?
say we should go up in the stands and start a rock slide, but you're brilliant.
We should go
You'll
up in
be
the
the van.
stands and
You'll
start
go out
a
in his
fucking,
armor,
like,
keep down the visor and
terrorist
fight his name.
action.
He wins, Barat wins, everybody wins.
Yeah, we should.
Except all the warrior cast
We
privates
should
who
just,
leave
you know,
kissing
like,
dust.
fucking
I, Sodding, love the way you think, my friend.
cause a natural
I was afraid
disaster.
Barat was going to kill us.
I will do this by skill alone. I will not use the truck.
You've got a heart of steel, Selraka. Get in the armor.
Bout 3 is next. Officer Minar versus the Warrior of Erd. Fighters!
He raises his hands.
No more time.
He's like,
Make
what
sure
up?
you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
Oh, that's fucking great. You click on him, he just makes snoring noises.
Quit fooling around and get in the armor. The fight's almost starting.
Getting these
it has
notes.
begun.
Take all. There we go. Yeah, we will take Evard's sword, two-handed. His indestructible Master of Warhelm. So yeah, we gotta put on all his stuff. Which this is where, like, you see the game just really have some damn chunky armor design. It's like, holy shit. Evard's shield and mace, made of viridium, and a steel two-handed sword. You can actually have two loadouts, so you can have the sword loadout there, that one there. Now we are not a warrior, so we're gonna have a noticeable problem there. I do like the mace because it doesn't rely on as high a strength modifier, and it has the good armor penetration. The axe has crit chance, sure, and we're a crit and DPS built character, but like the lower armor pen and relying on a stat that we don't use as much of, not as appealing to me. So we're gonna keep that off of there and just opt for the defense. Yeah, it was Master of Mayhem. Yeah, you can use the mace and the axe, I think. That might be something you can eventually do. Dagger, one-handed, Evard's axe is a mace main hand, war axe main hand. So it tells you it has to be a main hand weapon. These ones actually don't even get a full modifier from strength. So you're better off with a lower strength score using them. The daggers, that is. But now we walk around and area map, controlling priority, member fatigue, inventory, blah blah. I didn't think we were, or I figured we were done with all that at least. I have all like the little plot helpers and like waypoint thingies pretty much turned off. Do a save real quick. NPC save in game name. There, I did it again for you, NPC.
I believe it is time for your bout.
It is.
May fortune favor your fight, Averd.
Fortune these nuts. Oh, by the way, Sphintus Coyote, if you're watching or if you watch this, I'm still working on getting your name in my Rogue Tech playthrough. I got Ace Blackhammer, and we had gotten Hidden Boss in there. And we have Pistolaro mech. I still got to get you in there.
As you say.
This is a glory.
I am watching. See, there you are. I'm still working on it.
Of the Paragons of Orzammar, for our honored guest, the Grey Warden, the warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Kar Ellerin.
You honor me with this fight. May the stone show the boldest heart through the strongest.
It's so spiritual. That's the one thing I do like about the dwarf design. Right back at you, homie.
Warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Yeah, and then it goes to the pause menu, and this is combat basics, which I actually have to kind of lead in and read. You gain a better view. You can also pause. Next. Simply right-click on them, left-click in your quick bar. Okay. So we've got, what is this? What does this say? Oh, there it is. That's the health poultice. Well, we're not going to try to rob his pants right now. That's not going to help us very much. We can do dirty fighting where he'll incapacitate. So I think we'll go smack him around a bit.
I shall do it. No!
Hit him with the stun.
Quickly, we must fight! Come, let us end this!
I think that's our guy yelling at him. He's like, I'm coming to kick your ass!
I will defeat you!
I loved the sound effects in this. Let's see here. Is there anything that's telling me else I need to know? No, just let him fucking have at it.
Missed!
Oh, missed! He's hurting my butt.
Let us do it quickly.
Yes. I like how it's like, we're gonna make this an honorable fight. Pocket sands this motherfucker. Like, literally, he's just like, pocket sand. Oh, he made a miss there. We gotta dodge. Then he blocked us with the shield. It actually does, like, in how it animates, it does show you.
Enough.
We did it. It does show you where you're at.
The winner is Eved! A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Eved, son of Galton, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalbo.
Oh,
Proven in glory
Adalbo.
before the stone.
You honor me with this fight. May we both win glory in the eyes of our lords.
Yeah, you can always just be like, look like a Duncan, starry-eyed, and be like, Duncan-chan, senpai, like, for the glory of the wardens. You can just bootlick that hard. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, the blood, it just like showers. Literally, it's like a light sprinkling on you every combat. And it sticks to you like paint. It has no volume. The blood just comes out in decal form. The honor is mine.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
No shit. The first man to fall down lost. Like, no shit. Get stunned. Boop. Oh, well, that was a miss. Can you attack better, please? Ow, he hit me with an axe. Oh god, my teeth. He removed my teeth. Oh, and now he's high. Now he is just turbo high. Trying to smack me with the flat part of his axe. There's a pocket sand. Pocket sand! Yeah, there we go. You can interrupt him before his attacks finish their cooldown. Ow. Ow. Smack. Hit him in the balls. Got it.
The winner is Eved!
Yeah, it's pocket dust.
The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embrace a new champion on their field. The warrior Eved, son of Galton, will fight Lenka, Silent sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her
Whatever
blooding.
that means.
Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance today.
I don't think they're death matches. These people don't die, I'm pretty sure. Now we can be all serious about it. Just be like, ah, yes, we are honor now. When earlier today we were like talking about picking butts. Like, our guy had no class. All that stuff about honor and glory, let's fight.
First warrior
That's
to
us.
fall is vanquished. Fight!
I think it's bracket play, so she's already beaten like 2 people under her as well. Ah, start fighting, damn it. There we go. Our guy just kind of stood there and watched it happen for a minute. She literally can't move. Like, what do you mean you missed? Hey! I love that sound effect. So yeah, she's a 2-weapon fighter with a sword and dagger. And that's an enchanted dagger of some sort too.
Paragons watch over me.
The Paragons
I shall
watch
not.
over me.
Best be wary.
Best be wary.
By the ancestors.
Yeah.
Ow!
Stab. And one good smack. Come on, one more good smack. You are about to die. There we go. Yeah, they're on a ladder server, exactly. If that's how you need to describe it, yes. The winner,
Linka went to the
thrice.
stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Everd will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring against...
What?
Uh-oh.
It's my bout already? Hey! That's my armor!
Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred...
Wait, I know that man. That's Everd. Then what imposter did I fight?
Oops.
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watched you see your face.
Well, Leshki didn't do his fucking job. Yeah, Leshki really fucked up his job. I thought we had the hard job. He had to keep a drunk man from getting up. Like, that's all he had to fucking do. I am Avad. Arrest him.
Nay, this man has Everd's perfect likeness. If you would have me believe you, let me look upon your face.
I am of no caste or clan, but I have defeated you all. I like how suddenly he's sober enough to stand up. As the fucking Lollipop Guild comes to arrest me. Haha, I have dick. It's like, I have penises drawn on my face. It's as if that's what they do to people. Like, ah, yes, the brand. It's like drawing a weenie on your friend's face when he's like falls asleep at the party.
You insult the very nature of this.
Like, oh, he's got a dick on his face. Fuck him. We know that he's bad.
Filth away.
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden, but this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This man is no warrior. He is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. His very footsteps pollute the stone. He has no place here.
Except as your champion.
That's literally as if he would said, like, rejected by the ancestors is such a profound thing to me. Because it's kind of like, he's literally saying, my ancestors rejected your ancestors, and because it's an acknowledgement of because my ancestors won,
You hear me?
and because the winner, like, he who is the victor is he who writes the history, right?
How hard did they
You know,
hit
like,
you anyway?
fucking,
To put up such a fight.
it's this blatant I don't give a fuck acknowledgement of that it's like, yeah, that's how our society operates. Like, my ancestors won, and that because your ancestors lost, we're the ones who wrote the history. You're the bad guys. I loved that they wrote it that way. I think a lot of the world building in this game is profound. Like, if you want to have like a, maybe not a 101 on world building, I won't say it's like that, like outstanding, like everything you could ever need to know about world building, just play this one game. It's not like that. But it can really enhance, I think, the way that someone looks at world building. I pay a lot of attention to like this franchise, especially the first game.
As soon as everyone saw your face, Brand, the place went mad. Shut all the doors, examined everyone for family and caste. One of the guards recognized me and figured we must be working together. They burned 3 candles to the stump interrogating me about who put us up to this. I think they knew, about Barat.
I'm like zoning out listening to him. I'm like, Think over.
You think I didn't look for a way out? Rika's not the only one in danger here. They could kill us. But these cells are built straight into the wall, and they confiscated all my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Barat will be glad to hear that. You caused a lot of trouble today. Barat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Barat was in when he told me to get you.
Monkey lady.
That's right. You've never had the privilege of being down here. You're in one of the deep cells in Barat's estate.
You're literally in
built it
Barat's
into the
house.
ruins of old Orzammar. Plenty of room to store gold and lyrium. And nice thick walls so no one can hear the screams.
Oh, that's weird.
I brought you. You've got every guardsman at that proving thinking if he takes your head off, the ancestors will bless him forever. But they know whose hand holds the whip.
Yeah.
When Barat claimed you, they knew who's going to get to watch your last breath. You risked exposing him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together, boys.
Ew, not like that.
Barat will be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
She's like, I just wanted to come down here and let you know that we're going to kill you. Every time you gain a level, new abilities, stats, left click the plus button. Yes, click it. Oh god, I gotta like lean in to see this shit. Specializations are an enhanced version of a character's base class, granting stat bonuses and a powerful new ability chain. Special. Hi, buddy. Yeah, what's up? That is the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, it's gonna be used to clean. Okay, go see Mama. Anyway, back to the show. Can unlock through completing major plots, or by finding rare totems. Levels 7 and 14. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go for that when we do get it. And then we'll see about what else. But we just need attributes right now. 1 more point on cunning, 2 more points of dex. We're gonna need them for the fight that's gonna come up. So we're level 2 butthole now. We will take coercion. We'll start building that sweet silver tongue game. Let's see here, and then I got 1 level up. Well, I'd get more dual weapon stuff. Oh wait, no, that is dual weapon. So dual striking, dual weapon sweep, range personal. Oh, this is a stamina upkeep. It's a stance. So I liked that there were stances you could do that would enhance certain abilities and like ways of doing things. Attacks cause more damage, but oops, that's a sad baby. Anyway. Oh, that's an angry baby. Somebody is having a hard time.
Leave off with your noise. You're giving me a headache. Where? I don't see nothing wrong. Oh, you're probably just upset. I remember one time when Mistress Jarvia was mad at me. She didn't lock me up, but she yelled a lot. And she hit me on the head. But it was real nice of her not to kill me. Stop bothering me. I don't know. Mistress Jarvie didn't say anything about you talking to her. Okay. I'll go get her. Don't try and escape while I'm gone.
Very well.
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
I shall do it. It has begun.
Come on, let's show them what for. I'm gonna smack you so hard your children will be born silly.
As you say.
Fist? Say hi to face.
No quarter shall be given! Very well.
Alright, I think Baby Meltdown may have ceased somewhat. Buddy is apparently having a very tough time. We still got about 30 minutes left of the show. Hopefully you guys didn't mind me having to mute for a minute there too much. Appreciate it. I say, did I miss a corpse somewhere? I think there's also, I can take this path too. This is what I was looking for. Oh, this is, oh fuck. Went all the way back, it's fucking locked. This was just the room I came from, and that dude isn't back, is he? Yeah, he never came back. Okay. Damn, I didn't know you couldn't go through there. Yeah, he's fine. He's just having a meltdown about something. He's very sensitive. He was away all weekend, so I think he's probably just off his sleep schedule. He's just grumpy. Grumpy Gills. He's a Mr. Grumpy Gills. Alright. I guess we continue to murder our way forward like Lesh. Our friend sucks. Like this guy?
If we want to get away with
Lesky?
this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
You are fucking terrible. Like, no wonder our life sucks. That is one 90s looking dwarf thug. Like he's sitting here with the boy band faux hawk and the chin dusting.
Quicker than that.
Oh, we are just taking a pounding right now.
My fist. Fist? Say hi to face.
Oh damn, I didn't redirect that in time. We're getting real low on the old HPs here.
You're gonna have to move.
And Leshki keeps defaulting to the wrong combat stance because... we'll get him there. He keeps defaulting to the wrong combat stance because I never adjusted his behaviors. Not a big deal when we're using a axe dagger combo because I like the DPS on that. Even though it doesn't have great...
Shall be done.
It doesn't have great armor piercing. Like it's not super good with dealing with lots of armor.
I'll get on it.
I
But
shall do it.
even though it's not great at dealing with a bunch of armor,
No quarter shall be given.
it does pump damage out fast enough with the attack speed of that, and it multiplies the crits well. You get more crits than normal already, so you're getting more big hits more often.
Done.
Excuse me. Get some crystals. Yeah, I think we use those for a character later. The best character in the game. This was back when characters was it was common to lock a character behind DLC. And Borderlands did it. This game did it. Name some other games you can think of that did it. You know. I think you get the picture though. There's a golem. You get your own battle golem, which is like a part of the lore of this game. These like giant ass fucking golems. We just let Leshki take care of that. Good job, Leshki. If you weren't gonna shoot him, you can go at least go beat him up for us. Yeah, there was nothing back there. It's so weird. I remember this being a more varied building this search, but it really is very straightforward. And this is all still, yes, like the intro basically before the fucking... Oh, okay, well there's the autosave to tell me that that's the way forward. Thanks. Must attempt to find Sequits. Hey, look, at least they rewarded that attempt. And I got a helmet. Outstanding. Which, I mean, yeah, it's like kind of a dumb thing to get, but we can actually use it. It gives us another piece of armor. Those are all the same. Oh, that's the same. Can't use the ruins yet. The crystals are for something else. Yeah, just alright. That's as good as it's gonna get. Shale is the best. Yeah, death to pigeons. Exactly. If you ever saw or played with Shale, you knew what the fuck I was talking about right away. Cause Shale's the best.
I'm cutting the whore free. If that turncoat brother of hers doesn't know his place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
Fucking Carrot Top the
I know
dwarf.
what you mean. She's yours if you
The
want
most
her,
cursed
boys.
thing ever,
And
ginger
let me tell
dwarf.
ya, tastes as good as it looks.
Ew.
What in sod all is that doing out of its cage?
We killed everybody.
Let's teach this little duster a lesson.
You got it. Got them all. Come on, hit him. There you go. Lay stab the thug. These fights aren't hard or anything, but like the trick to not fucking them up at the very least is when you do hit these abilities, just to make sure that you like to come in with a couple abilities and to actually make use of them appropriately. Like you actually have to try and direct them well. Hey, we even got to do a little finisher on him. This game had those, and they were kind of nice. They're kind of fun.
And you just charged in and sodding slaughtered him.
Yeah, I did.
You have to be the luckiest duster in Orzammar.
I am literally going to kill you next, Leshki.
We're standing here. Hail to the sodding king! Well, he sure was talking like she's still alive. But I won't turn down the chance to go take another peek.
I should kill you. God damn it,
Tell
you.
Rika I killed him?
Fucking.
I mean, it doesn't do you any good if she thinks you're the most virile warrior in all
dreadlocked
the stone.
asshole.
An excellent point. Now let's go find somewhere to hide.
Hide these nuts. You asshole.
It has begun.
Our guy opens up with, that's his voice. Like, your character actually did have a voice, and it's really weird. It's like, oh no. It's like, oh, I didn't know we were McGruff the crime dwarf. Fuck. So we got a better axe. We got a iron, a main hand war axe at tier 1, requiring the same strength. That's also a reason we put a couple points into strength. It's very much exactly the same, except that it's a dwarven war axe. So we're gonna equip it naturally. Because how can we not use the weapon of our people? But we will get a nice belt out of this. There's the belt slot. +1 strength and armor. That's a good get. Ring. You can wear it and it gets it out of the inventory. I don't remember if there's anything you can do with these or not. What is this? Item set? Oh yeah. I forgot that this was a thing. When all your armor matches, basically when they gave you an incentive to not mix and match your armor. To like accept armor sets as they are. It's really weird because I always kind of hated that. I was like, oh, like let me min max a little bit, please. But it's like, no, make all your armor align or get slapped on the wrist. All right, well, nothing over here. There's the door. There's the fucking door, nerd. What's in here? What is in here, though? Oh, extra chests. Hey, a diamond maul. Okay, that'll be good for one of the first warriors when we get one.
As you say.
The Journeyman Hail Ruin. Those ruins actually can make a big difference when you start slotting them. And, like, there's, like, some light crafting in this game. The later games would have a lot more crafting, and I actually kind of enjoyed some of the crafting stuff in Inquisition. Gather the party and sally forth. It can, but there's some of like the DLC weapons and stuff that really they feel as though they've gone out of their way to offset that meta to make it more balanced.
You're not supposed to be here. Wait, is that blood? Ancestors, protect me! You're not supposed to be here.
Can I take his stuff?
Wait,
Damn.
is that blood? Ancestors, protect me! There they are! Seize the fugitives!
Oh no.
Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist.
Sneers at him, literally.
Your escape from Orzamar's prison had the guards baffled, it seems.
Until one of them recognized your friend as Barat's man. Regardless, the penalty for impersonating a higher caste is death.
If Barat is as influential as you say, perhaps he also masterminded this Everd's impersonation.
He was suffering a bad case of dead.
He's dead? Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if he hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated his courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one. That I have found what I sought in Orzammar. Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens...
Yeah, we're coming up on Enchantment Road, and you knew where I was headed with that. Sorry, I had a coughing fit.
This man is a criminal. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people. But it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and
Frog
the
in my
Blight.
throat. So what's the catch?
While it is no trick, it is a dangerous life. I can promise you no guarantee of safety. I can also give you nothing in return for these hazards. In joining me, you leave all you know behind.
Hey, you can just like be like, I'm not going, and then you die. I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
And I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer?
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you?
Yeah, his armor is like pinned to his character art, like his character's body.
Well, don't you worry about that. Old Lesky will take care of her.
Hey, you Lesky.
She'll be the first one telling you to go. She never wanted this to be your life. Everyone in that proving fought Darkspawn, and you sure flogged them.
That's very true. But it's so awful and open up there.
Well, go back and tell him yes before he comes to his senses.
Before he wises up and says that you should fuck off.
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the proving. But it worked out for the best.
She's like, I hated you because you did all these things. I wasn't proud of you at all.
Those are the rules of the Order. All wardens leave their families behind. Please don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first time, Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return.
Aww. She's like the only good thing in this entire opening intro. That you have like this golden-hearted like sister who's just like, I will suffer for everyone.
Yes. He calls me his Amber Rose. Isn't that sweet? He has a voice like a poet.
Now,
he has already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me.
One of the things that if you play on the opposite side of the Dwarven opening, it's actually a parallel story. And your character in that one is a noble when you do the nobleman opening, honestly. And he like finds Rika. Is like Rika's like his brother's concubine or something, and he like finds proof and can like use it to blackmail the brother, kind of. It's something like that. So like she's still there even if you select the noble opening. You actually like see these characters from someone else's perspective. Or you basically take over the shoes, because like later on we'll come back and we'll like meet the Dwarven guys, and we'll meet this character because he'll be attached to Rika, and then I can be like, oh yeah, and if you picked the noble side, instead she's like a background character instead. She's still there with him when you go to confront your brother.
I am. Truly. I could never make a life fighting Darkspawn. But if I can bear a son who makes his house proud, that's all I can ask.
Yeah.
Go, little brother. Make the world a better place.
Oh, no.
It's time for you to go.
Yes, it is.
A new life awaits.
Have you spoken with your friend and sister?
I am ready to join you.
Then before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey
Have
Wardens.
fun with them killing you,
Know
like,
that you
right
are
after
most
this,
welcome.
Lesky.
Before we brave the deep roads,
I don't know
would
why
like
he
to
doesn't
make
take
you a gift
Lesky.
of
I
this
always thought that
mace,
was silly.
Since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Iduken. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your
Gives you
hospitality.
an ancestral dwarf mace as a gift. He's like, here, I had this in my butt.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the
map
Kokari
that they
Wilds.
are very
The
bad
Tevinter
at showing you
Imperium
all
built
of,
Ostagar long
so that
ago
you can
to
understand
prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands.
the geography
It's
of this
fitting we
game.
make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen.
Yeah,
I didn't expect
the fucking king
a
just
royal
wanders out.
I was beginning to
He's
worry
like, hey,
you'd
what's
miss all
up,
the
golden
fun.
armor, fuck off.
Not if I could help it,
The most
Majesty.
bro
Then I'll have the
king
mighty Duncan at my side
ever.
in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising
He is
recruit.
frat boy
I take
king
it
of
this is
Fuck
he?
Mountain. Like,
Allow
that
me to
is how, like,
introduce you, Your
King
Majesty.
Kalen is just
There's no
so
need to be
weird.
So formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after
He's
all.
like, let's shed some blood
there,
on
friend.
each other.
Might I know your name?
He's a good king, but he's also, like, just... He hadn't quite unfucked some things that he really should have. I am Chippy, imagine... I am Chippy, Your Majesty. Things that will never be uttered in the real world. I am Chippy, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar.
Who you calling stout? How much do you know about dwarves?
I've always wanted to learn more. Perhaps
Clearly
you could
not
enlighten me
shit.
sometime.
If your majesty wishes.
I do. I'll make sure to have the
I
finest
do.
dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King
He's like, oh
Endrin
yeah, just
invited
out for
my
a
father
summer
to a
blight.
grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days?
I don't know and I don't care.
Good.
Yeah, he was fine.
I hope to work with him as well as my father
He
did.
dies.
Allow me to
He
be
literally
first to welcome you
dies.
to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Like in the background, like sometime around this part of the game, he's dying. Your welcome means nothing to me, fuck you, fuck boy. And one of the weird things is he's actually like fucking 50 something, or like he's supposed to be an old man, King Kalen, or an older man, but he's got like this sandy blonde hair and this weird youth that no part of him looks old. Like he does not look like a haggard king. Is he fucking? He's supposed to be more like older than that. You're
I'm
too
sorry to cut
kind.
this short, but I should return to my tent. Logain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
I'm pretty sure like Logain is like his fucking father-in-law. It's really weird.
Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow
He's like,
should be
oh,
no
it's just
different.
a little blight. We'll take it all out. And then Duncan's like, you know these things are like horrific, right? And he's like, yeah, fuck it. I have star-spangled pantaloons. Oh, that's funny. Sounds like the blight is. You sound very confident with that. You do.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Yes. Ha
Your
ha,
Majesty,
nervous laughter.
I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Oh no, we don't have a fucking
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
era-defining
A king riding
dragon demon from the depths of hell.
I suppose this will have to do.
Oh god damn it, we
But I
didn't
must
see
go
that
before
yet.
Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn.
Yeah, hooray! Our guy's like, you know, the dwarves win several battles against the Darkspawn, like, every week.
True.
It's a blight, don't worry, it just hasn't erupted yet.
Despite the victory so far,
Which is actually like
the
the state of the
horde
game
grows
is
larger with
basically
each passing day.
you're on the
By now
onset
they
of a
look to
blight.
outnumber us.
And like
I know there is an archdemon behind
through
this,
the events of the
but I
game, the
cannot ask
overall
the king to
goal
act
and what you
solely on
do
my
canonically is stop the blight before it like erupts and becomes like an era defining apocalyptic blight, which there have been a few of them. So it's like, especially the first blight was like one of the obviously big ones from the game's lore history.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais.
Oh yeah, they want
He
reinforcements from
believes
the
our legend
neighboring
alone
country
makes
as
him
well.
invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
Yeah, dwarfs, dwarf. Yeah, they should have gotten rid of. There's a lot of humans or humanity or just mortal races, I guess, not all just humans. But there's so much of mortal races fucked up hard in the early history of like Dragon Age and Ferelden and like Orlais and all that. There's so much like, oh, we are totally to blame for the problems of the next fucking 1,000 millennia for being really shitty and dumb. Like, that is what this is.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being.
You got
There's
it.
another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out.
Ah,
and
good
tell
old
him it's time
Alistair.
to summon the other
Bro frat
recruits.
Chad of
Until
fucking
then, I
our
have
party
business I
mountain.
must attend to.
Like, he
You may
is
find me at the Grey Warden
awful.
camp on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Alright. Well, that's that. And I wanted to time this. I think I timed this out perfectly because I wanted to make it through just the opening. And that was that. We only did the dwarf opening. There are 5 other unique openings to this game. And yes, I'm like marketing a game from 2009 right now because I think it's so cool if you've never played this, like that games used to be written like with that much extra effort and detail. Not many people were going to go back and play all 6 unique intros and then play the game all the way through to see how the interactions change and all the plot points change based on which character you were. Like, some of it's just even little conversation, some of it's barely anything changes. But like, it was fascinating to see, in my opinion. And I like really, really miss games that had that level of detail. However, now I do have to save game and exit because we've got Curse of Strahd coming up, like right up here next. I think they're literally going to start as soon as I sign off. End stream WBPL. There. Cool. So, thank you everyone for joining Shitpost Sunday. Hopefully we're going to have some more spontaneous Shitpost Sunday, like interlude days. I would like to, at least. Yeah. We'll try to do that. I'll still be coming back to some Rogue Tech. I'll still be doing Heroes. So I'll see you when I can see you guys. Maybe later today. We'll try to get back around. I don't know. We'll see what Diggs is doing with, if he's doing Weekend's End tonight. But yeah, thank you all for coming, and tune in next time.